the warmth of rage, the feeling of power. This is dripped in blood. Welcome everybody to Dripped in Blood, the DCW pay-per-view for Duke's Championship Wrestling. We are coming to you live here from Pensacola, Florida. And folks, we are getting ready for a show that no other can top. So here we go with our first match of this pay-per-view. Well, in a tournament-style match, Masuda, along with two others, had qualified for this #1 contenders match for the next DCW pay-per-view, which is our biggest show, Wrestle Bowl Kingdom, that will be coming up to you here in just mere months. So we've got a great pay-per-view lined up for you guys. If you like what you see here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell for all notifications, and smash that like button. And don't forget to leave us a comment, because we love comments here in Duke's Championship Wrestling. As Masuda gets ready for his opponent, one of the opponents, and it's this man.
And his opponents, first, from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 233 pounds, Outlaw.
Well, Outlaw being one of the other tournament qualifiers in this matchup, he's been waiting for this opportunity for such a long time, and Outlaw is not going to be denied. He has actually had a string of wins lately, which has culminated to this point right here. Can that streak and that momentum continue going into this pay-per-view? Thank you all once again for joining us here for Duke's Championship Wrestling. This is our pay-per-view Dripped in Blood, and I want to take this time to thank WWE 2K19 for providing the ability to bring you Duke's Championship Wrestling, this all custom character created show. And now the final participant in this triple threat matchup.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 251 pounds, the Destroyer, Mason Jones.
Well, Mason Jones has been the DCW heavyweight champion once before, and he's been trying to reclaim that title back for some time now, and he has been just chomping at the bit for this opportunity, and it couldn't have came at a better time. Hopefully he'll be able to repeat and be a two-time DCW champion. Mason Jones with that MMA fighting background, he's used that to his advantage to help him win matches. So now we get to see, can all three of these men do what needs to be done to win their spot for this #1 contendership for the heavyweight championship match against our current champion, who is undoubtedly in the back watching this matchup. The bell has sounded, and here we go. And I'm sure Amir Muhammad is in the back watching this matchup. And ooh, Mason Jones with a kick, and then and a big spot there by Masuda. And all three of these guys going at it already, and a big diving headbutt right to that midsection by Mason Jones. Ooh, and a big lariat. Big clothesline. And now Outlaw finding his opportunity to get some strikes in on the face. Oh, and accidentally hit the referee as Mason Jones kind of ran into him, and then a big flying forearm. The referee is down here in this matchup already. And now the referee was able to get back up. He took a small knock. Oh, Luthez press by Mason Jones onto Outlaw, beating him up, and then another spear-like takedown by Mason Jones. He's just taking out all comers. And now it's that MMA style ground and pound that he's well known for, which we might as well say is vintage Mason Jones. Tried to go for another flying forearm, stopped by Outlaw, and Outlaw with a big diving cross body, and now just punches right to the face, and now Outlaw is getting fired up. Tries to go for a stomp and is caught with a heel kick. Beautiful back heel kick by Masuda as he goes for that arm bar, really trying to wrench on that arm. Mason Jones is rolled out of the ring. This is a triple threat match for the #1 contendership as he drops a knee. And now Masuda on the offensive. Oh, and catches him with that standing Spanish fly. And Mason Jones comes out of nowhere, shot right to the face. Ooh, another shot right to the face. That looked like that hurt. What's Mason Jones got planned here? Oh, and that knee strike right to the back. Right into that lower back of Masuda. Kick to the midsection. Grabs his head. Spike DDT. Mason Jones. Crowd is already going crazy in this matchup. Mason Jones, oh, he's got Outlaw. Oh, and Outlaw was able to get out of it. Nearly choked him out, but Outlaw was able to come out of that one. Cover, hook of the leg. There's one. There's two. And it's over. Mason Jones had just enough strength to choke out Outlaw, causing him to not have enough strength to kick out. And that beautiful standing Spanish fly, and then that spike DDT, and then the choke out.
Here is your winner, the Destroyer, Mason Jones.
And Mason Jones made quick work out of this matchup. Well, folks, our next match is coming up right here on Duke's Championship Wrestling as we have returned back for our next matchup in this pay-per-view.
Making his way to the ring from Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 222 pounds, Chandler Reed.
Chandler Reed, him and Xander Styles have been really chomping at the bit to get at each other one-on-one in this matchup. It's a rivalry that's been brewing for the last couple of months, and these two just cannot get away from each other. So now this is it. This is one of the marquee matches here on this show. And you gotta think, Xander Styles, every time he tried to start a matchup, Chandler Reed would come and interfere, or vice versa. So this will be very interesting now that these two will finally get a chance to square off in the ring.
And his opponent, from Glendale, Arizona, weighing in at 238 pounds, Xander Styles.
Well, Xander Styles has got that knockout punch that he loves to use, and he can't wait to use that on Chandler Reed. Now, of course, as I said earlier, this rivalry has been brewing for such a long time, and it has finally culminated to this right here. And we'll see how this thing pans out between these two as they get set for one-on-one action. The bell is sounded, and here we go. Oh, picks him up immediately. Oh, and catches him with double knees right that midsection by Xander Styles. Trying to go for a kick, is blocked. Oh, beautiful dragon leg screw by, oh my goodness, Chandler Reed now is putting it on Xander Styles. Oh, and a chin breaker. Catches him. Oh, and a sliding tackle. Beautiful sliding tackle by Xander Styles, and he gets tossed across the ring. This matchup seems like it's going to be a lot of back and forth as he stomps on his forehead. Ooh, and a kick right to the back. And Chandler Reed, as we've said many times before, he enjoys pain because he grew up in pain. As he scars all over his body. Chandler Reed dropping those elbows. Oh, and a fourth one to that lower back, and a fifth. Chandler Reed with 5 strikes right to the lower back, and then Xander Styles. Oh my God! A low blow by Xander Styles. I don't think he anticipated that one. I'm sure Chandler Reed caught that one by surprise. Xander Styles, double underhook German suplex. Folks, this is an Extreme Rules match. We forgot to tell you that there is no disqualifications in this matchup, and he gets him with the kendo stick. Oh my goodness, and another shot right to the back. And Xander Styles has been waiting a long time to get at Chandler Reed about that. And Xander Styles, he's waiting for it. He's ready for it. Softball punch. My God, what a softball punch by Xander Styles onto Chandler Reed. Oh, and a kick right to that knee, trying to injure him. Catches him with a knee of his own. Xander Styles with a spine buster. And now Xander Styles working out that arm there. Looked like he had a bit of an issue. There's a kick to the midsection. Oh, looks like he got him in some like a guillotine choke, right into a choke slam. Oh my goodness, Chandler Reed. Oh, and he's busted open. Folks, that's it. This first blood match, it's Extreme Rules first blood match, is now over. And it took that softball punch right to the face to help loosen it up some more.
Here is your winner,
and Xander Styles picks up the victory this quickly over Chandler Reed, as Chandler Reed has been busted open. Well, folks, we got more matches coming up for you right here. Don't go away. And our general manager is now in the ring. Mr. Boyd, let's see what he has to say. Talking about the triple threat match that will be happening at our all-women's pay-per-view starting next month. Wow, that is quite the bombshell as we get ready for a women's tournament that will determine the two challengers for the currently introduced vacant women's welterweight championship. Now that'll be their new middleweight championship for the women's division. This is a great opportunity for those women to really make a statement here in Duke's Championship Wrestling. And speaking of the women, let's get ready for our women's matchup here in Duke's Championship Wrestling's pay-per-view, Dripped in Blood.
Making her way to the ring from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Cynthia Young.
Well, Cynthia Young has been really upset, mainly with Mann Dee James, about her taking her spot and not deserving it. Well, now she's going to make her pay in this matchup, apparently. And folks, this ought to be very, very interesting.
And her opponent, from Portland, Oregon, Mann Dee James.
Well, Mann Dee James was given some opportunities here in Duke's Championship Wrestling, as there was an actual, like, shocking victory many weeks ago when she pinned the current undisputed women's champion, Skiacha, who is in appearance tonight, but she's not going to make any type of, well, is here tonight, but she won't make any kind of appearance. But she beat her in a non-title match and earned herself a title shot, which at that point, Mann Dee James just absolutely got destroyed in that matchup. So now, her and Cynthia Young are going to go at it one-on-one in this matchup, and this is the first ever last woman standing match here in Duke's Championship Wrestling. And these get ready to get it on, and he drops the knee already, and Cynthia Young right out the gate, really putting it on Mann Dee James, and she said she was going to break her mentally and physically. So we'll see if her talk stands true. Oh, and drops a knee on that arm. Folks, once again, if you're joining us, thank you so much for being here at Duke's Championship Wrestling's pay-per-view, Dripped in Blood. As we get set for our pay-per-view after this, which is our all-women's pay-per-view, first ever all-women's pay-per-view. Oh, great hip toss. Which that pay-per-view is entitled War of Valkyries. And I think that's a very fitting title for these types of women here, as Mann Dee James gets her with a monkey flip onto Cynthia Young. And now Cynthia Young is the one on the defensive. Up, and so it was, as he gives that knee right to the face and drops an elbow. Cynthia Young considers herself the poison ivy of the women's division. Always full of hatred. Oh my goodness. Thrown down to the mat by Mann Dee James. And Mann Dee James is showing a little gumption here in this matchup. Oh, as he gives her another kick in the back, a stiff one. And I don't think Cynthia Young liked that too much, as she gives her a shoulder tackle. Oh, that shoulder tackle must have really hurt, as it put her down. And the referee implementing the count. Remember, they have to be on the ground for at least 10 seconds in order for there to be a victory. There's no pinfalls, there's no submissions. It's whoever can stay on their feet the longest. And Cynthia Young, with a couple of extra kicks and strikes, puts Mann Dee James down again. And Mann Dee James, don't get it twisted, she can be tough, but I don't know if she's truly ready for someone like Cynthia Young. Referee is at a count of 8, and Cynthia Young with a boot right to the back now picks her up. I think Cynthia Young right now is just enjoying this. I think she's all about just trying to hurt Mann Dee James. Mann Dee James reverses, throws her into the corner, gets her with another monkey flip. If Mann Dee James has any opportunity at victory against Cynthia Young, she's going to have to do a lot more than monkey flips in this matchup as she gets her in a submission hold, trying to slow the pace down just a little bit so she can catch her breath. Ooh, and catch a back elbow right to the midsection. Cynthia Young whips her into the corner. Oh, and catches a back elbow by Mann Dee James. Re-rip, thrown over the top rope. Oh, what's she gonna do here? Oh my God, shots right to the back by Cynthia Young. Oh my goodness, and then a lumbar check. Oh, and a kick again to that back. And I think Cynthia Young is really making Mann Dee James pay in this matchup. Cynthia Young, you can tell she's chomping at the bit. She wants her to get back up so she can inflict more pain. 7, 8. And boots her right back down. Oh, and a kick, a soccer kick right to the midsection as Mann Dee James rolls out of the ring. Now rolls back in, catches her. Oh, side Russian leg sweep. Caught Cynthia Young sleeping a little bit. There's that kick to the midsection. And now Mann Dee James is on the offensive here, trying to stay in this matchup. Oh, as he catches a judo throw by Cynthia Young. Ooh, and there's a chop. Then a slap to the face. Then to the lower back. Oh, my goodness, another chop. Boot to the midsection, or excuse me, boot to the face by Cynthia Young. Gets her up. Pump handle. Oh, backbreaker. Pump handle backbreaker by Cynthia Young, stopping the momentum of Mann Dee James. Oh, and a kick to that leg. Mann Dee James is still down. Cynthia Young has really positioned herself well in this matchup. And she's been in control for the majority of this match. Mann Dee James, oh my God! Oh my goodness! Did Cynthia Young just stomped on Mann Dee James's leg right above the kneecap area, and Mann Dee James is not moving. I think Cynthia Young broke her leg. Referee is at a count of 6. Oh no, sorry, it's at a count of 9. It's over. It's over. Mann Dee James could not stand on her feet. Her leg, oh my God, her leg just looks so distorted there. Look at that.
Here is your
and
winner,
Cynthia Young
Cynthia
hasn't the care in the world except the victory. And it looks like the medical team is now getting at Mann Dee James. Looks like they're calling for an ambulance here. Well, folks, Cynthia Young pulls out the victory on the Mann Dee James, and they did cart her out in a stretcher. Mann Dee James has been carted out in a stretcher, and her leg does appear to be either dislocated or is broken. But nevertheless, Cynthia Young picked up the victory, but the show must go on as we get ready for our next marquee matchup here in Dripped in Blood.
Making his way to the ring from Denver, Colorado, weighing in at 268 pounds, the Axe Headhunter.
One of the few purebred Native American wrestlers here in Duke's Championship Wrestling. And he has just been kind of this unstoppable force. I mean, he's a big, solid guy, and the crowd is letting him have it here with the boos. but you can tell he just does not care. And the Axe truly knows what he wants, and that's always victory by any means necessary. Well, folks, thank you again for joining us here in Dukes Championship Wrestling. If you do like what you see here, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Desmond Dukes, here on YouTube. Make sure you turn on that bell for all notifications and smash that like button. As Headhunter is getting himself ready for this matchup. Well, Tank Owens is one of those guys that is just a monster in that ring. Doesn't take any crap from anybody, and he really puts it on his opponents with his strength and endurance in that ring. I mean, for a big guy, he can move around when he needs to. And Tank Owens is just a freak of a man here. So this is the battle of the big men. So this will be a very, very interesting matchup here at Dukes Championship Wrestling. One of the marquee matches here tonight. This should be a good one. All right, so the bell is sounded, and here we go. Oh, and a big chop by Tank Owens. Oh, tried to pick him up with a bear hug. Gets him out. Oh, gets him in a fireman's carry position. Oh, and slams him down. And Headhunter just gets right back up. Whips him off the ropes. Tries again. Tried to... Oh, my goodness. Just a standing throw up in the air and take a spill right to the mat there. Both men really jockeying for position here. Tried to go for a clothesline, and Tank Owens almost had no effect. But oh my goodness, look at the strength! He gets him up with that big shoulder breaker. I mean, don't get me wrong here. I mean, Headhunter's got some incredible strength of his own just to pick up Tank Owens and then get him in that shoulder breaker. There's a nonchalant cover. There's one and a kick out. Both of these men will probably end up going back and forth through most of this matchup, and picks him up and slams him down as Tank Owens is now in control of this matchup. Oh, and is stomping on the hand. Oh my goodness. Of Headhunter. And Tank Owens really trying to take that away from him. And there's a leg drop by Tank Owens on the Headhunter. And oh, big shoulder tackle by Headhunter. Now, even though Tank Owens is a much bigger guy, there's a cover, look at the leg, there's one, and another kick out. Even though he's a bigger, stronger guy, Headhunter is no small man of his own. He is a little bit compared to Tank Owens, but not much to really make that much of a huge difference. As you can see right here, picks him up and power slams. Picks him up in the air and power slams him almost in a spine buster type way. Cover, hook of the leg. There's one, there's two, and a kick out. And Headhunter really showing off the strength he possesses in this matchup. And there's some strikes. Ooh, right to that forehead. And is beating up Tank Owens. Gets him up. Goes for a chokeslam, trying to. Oh, and is blocked by Tank Owens and a big shoulder tackle knockdown. Tank Owens gets him up. Big man slam. Cover. Hook of the leg. There's one. There's two. It could be over quickly, and he gets the shoulder up. Tank Owens with that big man slam on a Headhunter. And Headhunter now is in trouble here. Gets him up. Oh, and is pressing him. Oh, and it drops him right onto the mat. Tank Owens really showing his dominance in this matchup as he slams his head onto the mat. Cover. Hook of the leg again. This could be it. There's one. Oh, and a kick out at one. Really showing some intensity and tenacity by Headhunter. Oh, and Headhunter with a shot to Tank Owens. Oh, face plant right onto the mat. And now Headhunter is getting fired up in this matchup. There's a takedown. Big clothesline. Ducks the line by Headhunter. Gets him up. Big body drop. Gets him up. Oh, spine buster. And now Headhunter is in full control of this matchup. Oh, and gets him in that guillotine choke. Almost rear naked, but in reverse. And Tank Owens, he can't believe it. Struggling to get out of it. Oh, and is able to break free. Cover. Nonchalant cover. There's one. There's two. Oh, and a kick out. Well, this is quite the matchup between two big men here in Dripped in Blood. One of the marquee matches. There's a takedown by Tank Owens. Kick right to the back. Oh, and a shot right to the face. Gets him up. Beautiful slam. Cover. Hook of the leg. There's the referee. There's one. There's two. Oh, and gets him at a 2 count. Slams his head down to the mat again, and Tank Owens just looks a little bit more spent. Gets him up again. Big man slam again. That's got to be it. Cover. Hook of the leg. There's one. There's two. Oh, and just got the shoulder up before the 3 count. And Tank Owens cannot believe it. This is where he's got to stay focused. Headhunter really not letting up here. Gets him up. Oh, and is choking him out again. Tank Owens already looked like he was exhausted and tired. And that's it. Tank Owens has been choked out by Headhunter. My God. What did we just witness here? And that's when he tried to go for that choke slam. Wasn't enough. And then, of course, the big man slam. We thought 2 of those would do it, but Headhunter was still able to kick out. And then, of course, that guillotine-type choke, lifting him up. And Tank Owens, it was just too much for him. It was just absolutely too much for Tank Owens.
Here is your winner, the Axe, Headhunter.
Well, congratulations to Headhunter picking up that massive victory over Tank Owens in this matchup. Well, folks, we still got 2 more matches coming up for you right here in Dripped in Blood pay-per-view. Don't go away. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Dripped in Blood.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall and is for the men's middleweight championship.
Well, this is a wonderful opportunity for Joey Lanza here in this matchup. And he's been chomping at the bit to get some type of title opportunity, as he's been putting on some great 5-star matches within his tenure here in Duke's Championship Wrestling. And he's finally getting an opportunity at the middleweight championship. Well, the middleweight champion, AJ Tucker, has been on quite a small role here in Duke's Championship Wrestling, but his title is being defended here tonight in what could be a classic match between these two men. And AJ Tucker is no slouch. He used to be part of a tag team and decided that they had parted ways. And so now he is on a singles run, and that singles run has earned him a championship. But let's see now if he can continue to defend it here in this matchup. He may end up going into Wrestle Kingdom as the champion. So this is for the Intercontinental Middleweight Championship.
Introducing the challenger from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 221 pounds, Wolfman Joey Lanza.
As the announcer makes the introductions.
Introducing the champion from Arlington, Texas, weighing in at 209 pounds, he is the men's middleweight champion, AJ Tucker.
All right, so this is for the gold here. This is a winner-take-all match in a sense. And folks, the bell has sounded, and here we go. Oh, and there's a boot to the midsection by Joey Lanza as he gets him with a neck breaker right off the bat. And the champion is in trouble here. Snapmare takeover. Oh, and Joey Lanza dropping elbows right to that collarbone, trying to injure AJ Tucker. Ooh, and a boot right to the midsection. Joey Lanza in full control here. There's a kick right to the midsection and a clothesline in the corner by AJ Tucker. And now the champion builds up some offense. Gives him those boots. On the Joey Lanza. Ooh, and a beautiful chin breaker by Joey Lanza and a clothesline. Remember, this is for the Intercontinental Middleweight Championship here in Duke's Championship Wrestling. It's for the middleweight title. And AJ Tucker is in trouble, and there's a boot to that lower back by Joey Lanza. Oh, a couple of strikes to the face and a third strike. Oh, and a fourth strike knocks him down. Cover, hook of the leg. There's one, and a kick out. Referee just a little out of position there. Ooh, and there's a boot. Trying to keep him down. Goes for another strike. Is countered. Kick to the midsection. Pump handle power slam. Or excuse me, pump handle slam. It's the normal pump handle slam by AJ Tucker. He drops the knee to that kidney area. Oh, and is now working on that leg. That's smart strategy, considering that Joey Lanza does use his legs quite a bit. And by taking that out, oh, and is working on the arm. I think he's trying to find a way to counter by attacking each body part. Cover, hook of the leg. There's one, and a kick out. And AJ Tucker's still in this thing. Oh my goodness, and that big right hand by Joey Lanza. And AJ Tucker looked like he just got the lights knocked out of him. Joey Lanza, could this be his opportunity? There's a strike, gets it up, jumping knee! That's gotta be it! Can we have a new champion? There's one, there's two! Oh, and AJ Tucker just kicked out. AJ Tucker, oh, and there's a takedown on to Joey Lanza. And now AJ Tucker on the offensive here. Another pump handle, slam. This time he just throws him down. And now AJ Tucker with that gator roll, trying to soften him up, and now into a submission choke. And Joey Lanza, having to fight out of it, was able to get out. And now AJ Tucker could be trying to go for it here. Spinning, oh, and a jumping knee of his own. The outrider jumping knee, hook to the leg. There's one, there's two. Oh, and Joey Lanza just got the shoulder up. And now AJ Tucker can't believe it. AJ Tucker is not done. Joey Lanza looks a bit out of it. Catches him again with a second jumping knee. Pulls him out to the center of the ring. Smart strategy. This could be it to retain the title. There's one. There's two. Folks, he retains. AJ Tucker pulling off the big victory against Joey Lanza in this matchup here tonight. We thought Joey Lanza was going to get it with his jumping knee, but it just wasn't enough. And AJ Tucker came back with a jumping knee of his own.
Here is your winner, and still men's middleweight champion, AJ Tucker.
Well, congratulations to AJ Tucker holding on to that title. He's going to be taking that all the way to Wrestle Bull Kingdom. Well, folks, our main event is coming up next. Tag team action. Well, folks, we have an impromptu matchup here. And well, Adam doesn't look too happy. He's been wanting to step his game up here in Duke's Championship Wrestling. Well, Adam Jacobs, I don't know what's gotten under his skin, but we were supposed to have the main event tag team matchup, and all of a sudden, Adam Jacobs comes out here, and he's issuing a challenge to anybody in the back. I think he's just looking for an opportunity here in Duke's Championship Wrestling to move up in the ranks. So let's see who answers that call.
And his opponent, accompanied by Selena, and from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 219 pounds, El Jefe Munoz.
Well, this is the newest talent and signee here in Duke's Championship Wrestling, Mr. El Jefe Munoz, being accompanied by two beautiful ladies as his managers. And the guy's looking like a stud right now. And Adam Jacobs looked like he could care less. Nevertheless, folks, thank you so much for joining us here in Duke's Championship Wrestling. Once again, I want to thank WWE 2K19 for providing the ability to bring you Duke's Championship Wrestling, this all-custom character created show. And El Jefe Munoz making his debut here at the pay-per-view in a one-on-one matchup with Adam Jacobs. And Adam Jacobs has said that he's been training a lot and is trying to improve himself. And El Jefe does not look phased. So the bell sounds, and here we go. And El Jefe right out the back with a flying forearm. I don't think Adam Jacobs saw that coming, in a jumping elbow and then a kippa. Munoz is very flashy and just loves to show off, from what we were told. Oh, ducks the line, gives him a kick to the midsection. Oh, and gets him with a beautiful takedown by Adam Jacobs. You know, El Jefe, I don't think he saw that one coming. Thrown in the corner and a big clothesline from behind. El Jefe Munoz, oh, gets him with that dragon leg screw. And Adam Jacobs still trying to fight in this matchup. There's a chin breaker by Adam Jacobs, and he kind of has improved a little bit. Oh, and his clothesline over the top rope. El Jefe Munoz had enough of that. And Adam Jacobs is kind of laid out. Oh my goodness, beautiful takedown from the outside by El Jefe Munoz. Gets him up, spins around. Leg scissor takeover. Beautiful little head scissor takeover / Hurricane Rana by El Jefe Munoz. He's very athletic, that El Jefe Munoz. Pretty popular guy in Japan, and New Mexico, and down in Mexico. Oh, and he gives him that huge swing. And Adam Jacobs, I don't think he knows where he is right now. Rolls him over. There's a cover. There's one. Oh, and a kick out at one. Adam Jacobs really has improved as far as stamina-wise. Oh, beautiful submission by El Jefe. This is different. And Adam Jacobs, is able to fight out of it. And Adam Jacobs, he could be looking for a big-time shot here on El Jefe Munoz. Gets him up. Fireman's carry position. Falcon Zero. My God, a Falcon Zero on the El Jefe. Cover. Hook of the leg. There's one. There's, almost two. El Jefe Munoz. Oh, and a knee strike right to the face. And now Adam Jacobs is the one in trouble. El Jefe gets him up. Holds him there, Oh, look at this. Showing off that leg strength. Right into a suplex. El Jefe Munoz looking a bit impressive here tonight in his debut match. And there's that snapmare neck breaker. El Jefe Munoz sizing up his target. Gets him up. Fatal dive! He calls that the fatal dive. Cover. Hook of the leg. There's one. There's two. Folks, it's over. In almost convincing fashion as El Jefe Munoz picks up the victory. Quite the matchup for El Jefe. Great debut to start off. And then, oh my goodness gracious, what a slam. That was almost into somewhat of a pile driver.
Here is your winner, El Jefe Munoz.
And his managers both seem pleased. Now Jefe Munoz with a debut victory here at Dripped in Blood. Well, folks, now I believe our main event is about to finally start here at Duke's Championship Wrestling. as we now get set for the main event here in Duke's Championship Wrestling. We got Isaac Morales and Travis White of the Hit Squad. These two have been going back and forth with their opponents for, God, it seems like forever, and they just can't seem to pick up the victory. Now, the last time these two met in a championship match, it ended in a DQ, as all these men were fighting on the outside. Those two and our tag team champions. But it looks like they're finally going to get that opportunity once again here in our main event. Folks, the Enforcers are no strangers to beating and hurting people. This is just one half of the group. Tag team champions, Mr. Adams and T-Rex. Now, Parker Adams is one of those guys that you really have to keep an eye on, because he's very confident, very, very dastardly in his attacks. And of course, Big Evil, Dallas King, and Tia Oxley in the back watching this matchup to see if their men will retain. Now, if these two do decide to retain these matchups, they will be taking them to Wrestle Bowl Kingdom as champions. Folks, this is a Hell in a Cell match between these two teams. This rivalry has brewed for a long time, and it's now about to culminate into this matchup. So, to the victor goes the spoils as we get ready for the introductions.
Travis White, Isaac Morales, on the way to the ring at a combined weight of 426 pounds, Travis White and Isaac Morales, the Hit Squad. Travis White, Isaac Morales, and their opponents. At a combined weight of 507 pounds, they are the T-Rex and Parker Adams, the Enforcers.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event for our pay-per-view tonight. It is for the Tag Team Championships inside Hell in a Cell. The bell is sounded and the match begins, and all four of these men going right at it here in this matchup. Oh, and a backbreaker by T-Rex. And Parker Adams is attacking Travis White in this matchup. Oh, and Travis White with a beautiful spinning elbow. Forearm shot by T-Rex. And Parker Adams with a knockdown. And a suplex, oh, almost into a bridge there by T-Rex. That's showing something different. Oh, and there's a kick to the top of the head. Oh, and Parker Adams knocks Travis White onto the outside. So now we have men fighting in the ring. We have men fighting on the outside. This is crazy. Big body drop by Isaac Morales. Oh, there's a kick to the midsection by Travis White and a clothesline over the top rope, sending Parker Adams to the outside. Meanwhile, in the ring, T-Rex and Isaac Morales are going at it, and T-Rex, oh, ducks the line. Oh, catches a back elbow. There's a boot to the face. Oh, and a big knockdown by T-Rex. There's a cover, and it's broken up by Travis White. And now Travis White now going after T-Rex. And now these men have just switched off. Oh, big Falcon's arrow. Gets him up. Oh, and a knee breaker by Isaac Morales onto Parker Adams. Oh, and it's clotheslined over the top rope and is sent to the outside. Ooh, and he hit that chain. Hit that fencing on the outside really hard. Travis White is laid out. Parker Adams and Isaac Morales in the ring. Big clothesline in the corner. Travis White draws T-Rex back into the ring here. Tries to go for a soccer kick. Misses. Oh, and catches him in the face, and he's busted open. T-Rex has been busted open by that knee strike. Oh, and catches him with that maneuver. Cover. Hook of the leg. There's one. There's, oh, and a kick out by T-Rex. And Travis White thought he had that one, but now Isaac Morales might be trying to go for the win as well. Hit Squad looking really good in this matchup right now. Oh, and a clothesline by Parker Adams, stopping the momentum of Isaac Morales as he gets him with that corner power bomb. Travis White and T-Rex are still going at it. Isaac Morales with a knockdown on the Parker Adams. There's chaos everywhere. Travis White trying to choke out and take the air out of T-Rex to kind of weaken him, but that didn't do any good as he gets him with a body drop. Oh, snapmare neck breaker by T-Rex. Parker Adams is down. T-Rex choke slam. T-Rex with a big choke slam. Cover. Hook of the leg. This could be it. There's one. Parker Adams with a clothesline. There's two. Folks, the Enforcers retain the titles. My God. Chaos everywhere. There's that boot to the midsection. Tried to get him with that clothesline. Then that face buster. Busted T-Rex open, and T-Rex came back with that choke slam. And now the Enforcers retain their titles.
Here are your winners, and still the men's tag team T-Rex.
And Dallas King and Tia Oxley are in the back. Have to be celebrating right now. Well, folks, thank you so much for joining us here in the pay-per-view. Make sure you subscribe, turn on that bell for notifications. Make sure you smash that like button and leave us a comment here in Duke's Championship Wrestling. This has been our pay-per-view here for Duke's Championship Wrestling. Thank you guys again so much for joining us as the Enforcers retain the tag team titles. Folks, we'll see you at DCW. Have a good night.